As we speak now, in my senatorial district, where I represent in the Senate, bandits have almost taken over virtually every local government.
In Sokoto?
In Sokoto.
South?
Sokoto South. 2 years plus when I left, before I left, it wasn't like that.
Is that the fault of the federal government or the state government?
The situation in Sokoto South, Sokoto East, is increasingly getting worse. So when you speak of all of this to me,
Plain
Laprawa are there, and also the banks, as I said, government, most of the people, the villages have been evacuated. They have run out of their places. Same thing in Cape local government. The youth leader of PDP in my Tambo local government has been kidnapped. Bodinga, local government. Turinga, local government. Tureta, Dengishuni, all of these local governments are affected as we speak. 2 years plus, the situation was not as bad. So when you are talking about governance, the number one priority of any government cannot say that they are doing that, because I know what is going on at it and in my constituency.
Would you say security is just now doing? You are their leader.
Yes.
Identity.
My is to draw the attention of the security forces to this, and I'm doing that. And to collaborate with them.
Who are these people? Do you know them?
I don't know them. I don't know this, and I'm doing that. And to collaborate with them.
Who are these people? Do you know them?
I don't know them. I don't know them.
Are they bandits or terrorists, or who are they?
I will, in this instance case, I believe that they are bandits.
So they
because Sokoto is a contiguous state, telling the security forces since 2015, 2016, that unless you are able to do simultaneous operation, cordon the areas, and face these people, if you do what you are doing now, isolated, then you just disperse them into other states.
But as a former governor, and now a sitting senator, a former speaker of the House of Reps, there's been this conversation around state police.
Yes.
Why has it been difficult? That conversation comes up now and time again. Why has it been difficult to be able to make a strong policy as a people, so that we can have somewhat of a permanent end to this scourge?
Most people are concerned about state police because of misuse. I am no more governor. I support state police. I support the idea of state police.
But as a governor, you did not.
I did. I supported it. What I'm saying is that I am no more governor. Assuming I'm a state governor, people will say that I want to use it against my opponents. No. And you see, yes, you have federal police, but part of the problem is that you post someone from, say, for example, Sokoto to Enugu. He doesn't understand the terrain. He doesn't understand the language. But if you have the state police, they may collaborate and work together. There may be synergy, and then they can work together to ensure that there's security. And in any case, the police, the federal police is we don't have enough in the police. We need more recruitment, more boots on the ground, both in the police and in the army.
Let me show you what the Zamfara state governor said. And it bothers the mind. This is a sitting governor, and a lot of governors that I've spoken with, in fact, some governors have told me that there are no chief security officer of their states, and the control comes from Abuja. It takes away the control that they have. For example, the governor of Zamfara State is saying it on the radio, and look at what he said. He said that, let me tell you something. I swear to God, wherever bandits are, we know, I know. I can show you on this phone whenever they are. I know, but we can do nothing. If I am the one in power to give the directives, I swear the issues will come to an end in 2 months. In 2 months, that's what he said. What do you make of this? This language infers frustration. It infers that there is a lack of synergy and understanding. Because if the governor says, I know, I see, and that if he has the power to do it, and he said, but it is my duties and responsibility, and I did, but giving vehicles out, it meant that way. But they can only be directed from Abuja. I swear to Allah, there was a time I shed tears. We see there is a need for them security operatives to be there, areas prone to bandits attacks, and protect people. They won't until they get directed from Abuja. What do you... what can you take away from that statement?
See, Sean, I've been governor of Sokoto for 8 years. I was confronted with security challenges, not to the magnitude in Zamfara. But I provided vehicles, Sokoto government, under my leadership, provided vehicles to the police, the general security apparatus, over 600 vehicles. Over 600 vehicles. And we are giving them monthly allowances. And every support, whatever they're doing, any special clearance operation, we support them. It's very frustrating when a governor cannot give instructions to either the commissioner of police or the brigade commander until he clears from the center. That is the reality of the situation. I'm not surprised at the way the governor of Zamfara spoke. It's out of frustration, and that is the reality on ground. I'm not holding brief for the governors, but that is their own situation.
How can we reverse this trend? What can we do to fix it? You've been governor, you're a senator, you've been speaker.
That's why I told you that I believe that we should support the idea of state police.
How will it work specially for us in terms of, I mean, you've schooled abroad. You understand how some of these things operate. What tendency or what dynamics do you think will perfectly fit the Nigerian situation?
Okay, Sean, I attended courses in schools abroad. But my primary, my secondary, my university, all in Nigeria.
Local breed.
Local breed. So, but I've been attending courses. And I've been going out of the country and seeing things, how they work in other countries, and I feel I hope how one day all of this will now be same with our situation in Nigeria. You see, you need to recruit more into the Nigerian security system. More personnel, more boots on the ground, more of empowering them with the right tools of work, their welfare, the enumeration is also key. When a soldier, a policeman, a DSS personnel gets killed on the battlefield, what happens to his family? This welfare scheme should go beyond their own immediate selves. It should cover also what happens to their families. When you get this right, with the right splitted teams, you can confront this.
Give me a moment, Governor Tambuwal. We need to go on a break, and when we return, our conversations continue with Governor Aminu Tambuwal, former Sokoto State Governor, sitting senator in the Senate, and the former Speaker of the House of Reps, on ABC, the 2027 politics and its imperatives. We'll be right back, everyone. Thanks so much, everyone, for staying with us on the program. Former Governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Tambuwal, Senator representing Sokoto South in the National Assembly, has been speaking with us. Thanks so much indeed for your time.
Thank you, Sean.
Let's deal, before we move into the 2027 conversation, this issue of bandits. Who are these bandits?
Well,
do we know them?
As I said, I cannot claim to know them. When I was governor of Sokoto State, we tried as much as possible to identify their camps and give information to the security forces. And working with them, we dispersed and to a very large extent neutralized. The government was able to, the security forces were able to neutralize a number of their camps. I can only tell you that I used to hear names of people like Turji, Dogo Gide, but I've never had any encounter or seen any of them. So I cannot claim to say that I know them.
You never engaged the bandits when you were a Sokoto governor?
Well, maybe I can say we did through backdoor channels and sending people to talk to them and speak to them to understand that, look, what are your grievances? Tell us your grievances.
Were you able to pay them to calm down too?
No, not to pay them. What we were able to do was to take over their arms, surrendering their arms. That program, we actually carried out such a program.
But when your friend El Rufai said that the federal government is like a state policy of paying the bandits, do you have that kind of knowledge?
I am not aware that anybody is being paid, to be honest with you. I cannot claim to say that I know that anybody is being paid by either federal government or any state government.
Are these bandits from Nigeria or outside of Nigeria?
I think it's a combination of foreign elements and Nigerians. You know, with the problems in the Sahel, particularly from Libya. Downwards, we've been having this problem in the Sahel and West Africa. And people really don't remember that this problem did not start today. You remember when Chad was almost like a failed state under either Gokunu Adai or Hissin Habre. There was influx of light weapons into the country as far back as that time in the 80s. So this problem has been there for long in the Sahel. So, and our borders are not properly manned, so you can't say that there are no foreign elements in this banditry. There are. It's criminality. It's business to them. They are making money out of it.
So it's a very, do you think it's a bit more tricky or trickier to handle than Boko Haram, where they have a seemingly unified objectives and purpose?
Boko Haram, you can say that they have a command structure, it's ideologically driven. You can clearly see this banditry. I mean, yes, they have some leadership, but even amongst them, they fight themselves. Sometimes they fight themselves. So it's hard to understand. Yeah. It's not
the concept that they are remnants of political thuggery out of an election also. Is that tendency also there? There are political tendencies to the banditry that we see.
Well, from my experience, I cannot say that I have ever identified any political thug being involved in banditry when I served as governor of Sokoto State.
Or who transited into banditry?
Who transited? I can't remember any such security report coming.
But security officials have said there are political inclinations to the banditry that we see in Nigeria, and the reason that we are seeing the spike and the rise in the number of these violence is because of political reasons.
Maybe in some states. I am limiting myself to what I know in Sokoto when I served as governor, and I told you, as we speak now, my senatorial district is under siege by the bandits. So I'm appealing to the federal government to do the needful. Send with immediately some reinforcement to Sokoto to really contain this situation.
Can we consider building fences, building walls
in Nigeria?
On our borders? I know they are large. There is it should be one of the measures.
Even President Trump, who said he was going to build walls, has he really been able to build those walls?
So I think you don't buy that idea of.
It's more of really not just walls. Getting to the root of this problem. Issue of poverty, lack of education, and so many other issues that are at the roots and cause of these problems.
Let me quickly take you up on a few other issues. There are those who think that you were careless. How would you withdraw that amount of money in cash? The reason why EFCC invited you?
Well, Sean, one, that's not correct. 189 billion in 7 years would have meant our government withdrawing 2 billion 250 million every month, cash in Sokoto. Where are the resources? How much was the allocation coming to Sokoto? How much were we paying salaries, pension, gratuity? And up to the time I left, we were not owing any civil servant any salary in Sokoto. And we were paying pension, as I went to. So how do you get the resources to even withdraw such cash? You see, Shaun, this matter is still under investigation. I'm going back to EFCC sometime this coming week. I don't want to discuss it on national television. Let us continue with the investigation and see how far they can prove that.
But you say that it is politically induced.
Yes.
Who are those after you?
Those who are concerned are worried about my activities.
Do they think that you want to be president, or what ambition are they worried about?
I'm fully involved in a process democratically and lawfully that will end by the grace of God in sending this government out of office.
And you are committed to it?
100% till now.
And you think you can do it?
By the grace of God.
That you chase this government out of power?
With the help of God and Nigerians, we will send these people out of office.
Is it some northern elite conspiracy coming together to send Bola Tinubu by force?
It's a national consensus. Is Peter Obi from northern Nigeria? Is Adebishola not from Osun State? What are you telling me? Are they not all part of the coalition?
But is it true that some northerners are not happy with Bola Tinubu?
It's true that Nigerians are not happy with Bola Tinubu. I'm not speaking for northerners.
What about some of you in the north who are coming together and say it's a must, it's a project that must be executed?
I am not involved in coming together of the north to say it's a must that Bola Tinubu must go. I am involved in a national coalition that there should be a change of guards in Asorok through a constitutional democratic process May 29th, 2027.
You know the political capacity of Bola Tinubu.
I know very well.
He has never lost an election. Do you think 2027 will be an exception?
He lost in Lagos in 2023.
No, he lost a part.
He lost in Osun in 2023.
He lost a part of the election, the election.
He lost. He was on the ballot in Lagos. He lost.
No, the point I'm making is that you, as a governor, you probably have lost wards and local governments in your election.
Yes, I do.
So, but it doesn't mean that you lost the election.
No, but he was on the ballot.
Yeah, but he didn't lose the election.
He lost
in
his primary constituency of Lagos.
But it didn't matter at the end of the day.
It matters.
The same way Atiku lost in several states of the country. It's the same way Peter Obi lost.
But then what I'm saying is that you can't say that he has never lost election.
He has never lost an election. He was senator. He ran twice as governor. He won. He ran as a president. He won. So he's not lost an election.
Then it's not cast in stone that he may not lose in 2027.
So that's what I'm saying. If we
every effort being made to make it as if it's invincibility, that Bola Tinubu cannot be defeated is bullshit, is rubbish. He can be defeated. I believe so.
You have this
and I'm working along with the coalition leaders to do that and to achieve that objective in the interest of this country. It's not about Bola Tinubu. It's about the way he's running the country. The country is being run.
So you're worried that if Bola Tinubu goes on to run this country, there's a problem?
Same way I was worried when I left APC in 2018. Look at the trajectory of what is happening. Go to the market.
But we should hold you accountable. You are one of those who preached APC to Nigeria. Now you are
I did, but I came back in 2018 and I apologized and I didn't support President Buhari.
You also told us
my zone.
You also told us about the PDP.
Like me. I didn't support him.
You told us about Governor Tambuwa, about PDP, but then you have left the PDP again.
Yes.
So why should we believe you now?
No, because it's not about me. Shaun, I have run for 6 elections on different political parties. And I have won. 2003, 2007, 2011, 2015, 2019, 2023. It's not about personal interest. And it's not about political parties. Our political parties are not ideologically driven. Otherwise, if you ask me, what will Buhari be doing with some individuals that were in APC with him? Was it not just convenience to win election? Certainly not about ideology.
So, who do you think, because there are those who think that, look, if Atiku, Jonathan, Peter Obi, all of them are on the same ballot with Tinubu, Tinubu will beat them. Just the way it beat Peter Obi and Atiku.
I think differently.
Really?
Yeah, I think differently.
The multiplicity of these heavyweights, if they are on the same ballot.
It will be easier for the opposition to come together and defeat Bola Tinubu.
If they form an alliance.
If they form an alliance and come together, it will be easier. But it's not certain that if they run, Bola Tinubu running, President Jonathan running, President Bola Tinubu, President Jonathan, Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, maybe you can even add Konkoso running the same election, that Tinubu will win.
But politically, mathematically speaking, right?
Yes.
The opposition would have destroyed themselves in splitting the votes. Tinubu will capitalize on already won territories because he has more territories than the opposition.
No. You see, the dynamics are different. When this happens, the dynamics will be different. And they will change. And a lot of factors will influence the way people are going to vote.
Let me ask you a frank question. I know that you speak your mind freely. To be honest, if you have your way as an individual, there is an Atiku, there is a Nnamdi, there is Peter Obi, there is a Jonathan, and you really want to beat Tinubu, who do you think people can coalesce behind that can actually get the job done, that will be on the ballot and be a real threat to Tinubu in the real sense?
When they declare, all of them, openly that they are interested, I'll come back here and tell you my choice. I will not speculate as it is now.
No, not speculation.
It's speculation.
It's just like I ask you. I've always seen Aminu Tambuwa wearing white. It means that you have a favorite color, which might be white. Well, so the question I'm asking is that on a good day, when Aminu Tambuwa is happy, he might wear his white.
When these individuals declare.
Well, we've known their interest. But I'm saying, who do you think is formidable enough to be able to face Bola Tinubu and the APC in 2027?
When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it.
Maybe it's Aminu Tambuwa.
It's on me.
Okay. We'll take another break, and we'll be right back, everyone. Join us again. Thanks so much, everyone, for staying with us. Our closing moments now with Aminu Tambuwa, former governor of Sokoto State. Do you miss the PDP?
Not exactly. I have not formally declared that I have left the PDP, but...
you're just doing anti-party activity?
No, I'm not doing anti-party activity. I'm involved in bringing everybody together, a coalition. I am not representing PDP in the coalition, and individuals are there, not parties.
So the nocturnal meetings and the open meetings, you don't think puts your membership of the PDP at risk?
No, not at all.
Your party is not going to be worried about it?
They may be concerned, but they know what they are doing, and we know what we are doing.
So if you have your way, which one would you pick? PDP, ADC?
What do you mean?
You are a member of the PDP. You say you have not left.
Yes.
So you are moving around with ADC. Atiku Abubakar.
My idea is that let's bring both PDP and ADC and form a coalition. That's the spirit I have.
So what, if that doesn't work, what happens in 2027?
Then if that doesn't work, at that point, if we fail to do that, then I'll make my position known.
They say that the opposition coalition is not serious, it's not organized. That's a problem, isn't it?
That's their wish. And they will never get it right. That's their wish.
Dumedi Kachiku says that some of you are coming through the back door to take over the party. And he says that he has issues. He has taken the matter to court. Dumedi Kachiku is serious about chasing some of you out of play.
I don't join issues with Dumedi Kachiku.
You don't see him as a threat?
I don't join issues with him.
Even in the court?
I'm not in court with him.
So ADC, the coalition opposition there?
ADC leadership will speak to that issue.
Let me get your view about the zoning arrangement. You are a leader of the PDP. Your party has zoned to the south. What do you make of that?
Well, that is the decision of the party. We have to live with it.
I understand that you are a big fan of Seyi Makinde.
My very good friend.
You think he will make a good president?
Well, if he throws his hat into the ring, then we'll review him and see whether he can do the job. But as of now, he has not told me that he's running. And we relate very well with him.
The wiki factor in the PDP, does it concern you?
It has always been of concern to every well-meaning member and leader of the party.
How do you deal with it?
Well, it has become almost a problem that has defied every solution. I don't see the PDP taking any measures or disciplinary measures against Yesumuke and his team, and unless that is done, it will be difficult, and they will remain members of the party, and they will have the right to either participate in whatever the party is doing and express their views and do whatever they like in the party.
Those who accuse some of you who are in the PDP of working for the APC, how do you react to that? I
am not working for the APC, and everybody knows it. So that question is for those who are working for the APC, and they know themselves.
If the president reaches out to you today, would you be willing to help this government?
In what sense?
If they reach out to you, you're a nationalist.
Yeah, but if they reach out to me, they want my ideas on how to run the government, I will give them.
If the president invites you to the APC, would you join them?
I will not join APC.
Why not?
I will not.
Why?
It's a personal decision.
You don't like the president and the APC anymore?
I will not join APC.
Because?
I do not believe in the way the country is being run by the APC currently.
On a final note, if there's something that gives you a lot of worries about the future, especially the young Nigerians who are looking forward to the leaders of today and saying, where do we go from here? Whose hopes are high? What worries you the most about the future of this country?
When I look at the growing population, the younger ones, and I look at the direction of the country, I get very worried. We're not doing much in education. We're not doing much in providing jobs and creating an enabling environment for these youth to actually apply themselves and get themselves, actualize their passions and their visions and what their interest is. And we're not doing much in stabilizing the security of the country, particularly Section 39(1) and Section 40. These provisions clearly provided for freedom of expression of citizens. And of course, Section 40 clearly speaks and provides for freedom of assembly and gathering of individuals. And in most of the cases, or in most of the times, the police try to hide under the Public Order Act, which clearly its provisions are inconsistent with these provisions of the Constitution, to come hard on individuals or groups that are trying to come together to associate or to meet. In the instant case, first you need to understand that there is no need for permit from the police for a political party to have a meeting. Even where you write to the police, you notify the police. In most cases, it has to do with rallies, political rallies. And the whole idea is for the police to provide security at the rallies and to guide political parties not to have clashes on particular days and times and for them to meet at particular venues. It's just for guidance and not for the police to say you cannot meet and you can meet.
So it was in your right, so you're a lawyer, so you understand better. You think that it's in all the rights of the group, especially when the police were warning about the possibility of tension and clashes in a politically tense atmosphere. Is it still right as a law-abiding citizen to still went ahead?
No. You see, it wasn't a rally. We were there on a commemoration visit as members of the coalition to the leaders of the coalition in Kaduna State that were attacked by thugs. We were not there for a meeting. We were there just to commiserate with the leaders in Kaduna. And we did exactly that and came out, and there wasn't anything that happened.
That kind of...
So that was a misreading of the situation by the police.
But do you think that those who have been invited should really go and meet the police and explain themselves, whatever the issue is?
It is shown. I am a lawyer of about 32 years standing. I'm a life bencher. I have been a member of parliament for 12 years before and now 2 years in the Senate. I'm a law-abiding citizen of this country. Whoever is invited by a constitutional authority should appear.
So El-Rufai should go and see
I will advise my brother and friend, Nasser El-Rufai, to attend to the invitation of the police. It's invitation.
But why are you are reading the invitation of the police as such, as though it is a suppression of the opposition voices?
That is separate. If I am invited today by the police on an investigation, I will appear. The interpretation and reading of meaning into the invitation is completely a different ballgame altogether. The times are interesting. And police need to be very circumspect in this going forward.
But they are not wrong in invitation.
I can't say that they are wrong in invitation.
But you just think that they need to be circumspect.
There needs to be more circumspect.
But do you think the government of the day has been fair to opposition forces?
Well, you see, Shaun, we live in this country. We're all sensible. When you look at what's happening in various political parties in Nigeria today, you don't need to be told, no matter the amount of denial by whoever, including President Bola Tinubu, that they are not involved in destabilization efforts of opposition parties. It's not correct.
So you're accusing them directly that they are...
I am not accusing them. I am saying that they are involved.
In destabilizing...
In efforts aimed at destabilizing...
So the problem of the PDP, you blame it on Bola Tinubu and APC.
I am not
the problem of Labour Party...
is I am saying that they are involved in destabilization efforts.
But you don't have facts to prove that, do you?
How do you mean by that?
I mean, do you really see them, or you just suspect? Or do you have had
you
evidence?
You have heard me loud and clear, Shehu. I said I am saying. I'm not suspecting.
That means you have evidence that they
are involved in all of this.
To what end? Do you think President Bola Tinubu will be willing to collapse Nigeria's democracy, have a one-party state, and have what... Well, Atiku Abubakar said is that we are driving and drifting towards an authoritarian society.
It's clear. The signs are very clear, and they are very ominous. The signs are very clear that the people in charge of our government today in Nigeria are interested in one-party state.
How would that work?
Well, it may not work. It's not in the interest of democracy. It's not in the interest of Nigeria. But that is the path they are pursuing.
Is that the Bola Tinubu that you know?
Well, from my knowledge of him, when we collaborated and worked together for democracy, he was a different person.
So there's a different Bola Tinubu now that you see in operation?
Shaun, if I must say it the way I see it, I am shocked that under Bola Tinubu's watch, Nigeria is being run the way it is being run today.
So you are disappointed?
I cannot say I'm disappointed because I campaigned against him. And I went round throughout the nooks and crannies of Nigeria and told Nigerians to be wary of voting Bola Tinubu and APC in 2023. I was the DG of Atiku Abubakar campaign, and we went throughout this country and warned Nigerians against voting for Bola Tinubu and his party.
Would you say
I cannot say that I'm disappointed.
So you expected it?
Well,
so all the things that you preached against, you see happen now?
It's clear. It's clear. It's very clear.
You look at it and you imagine that this was a Bola Tinubu that single-handedly pushed a lot of force and weight behind your speakership.
Yeah, of course. That's why I said, yes, he is appearing to be different from what I used to know of him in the past when we collaborated.
And you were in the same party before as a governor?
I was in the same party with them, but I left.
What did you see? What happened?
I saw the way APC was driving Nigeria to where it is today, as far back as in 2018. And I left in August 2018. And even when my colleagues, about 6 governors, came to me to appeal to me to remain in APC, I called them individually after my consultation. I said, look, I have not seen any clear direction, even if President Buhari of blessed memory comes back, that things will get better. I would rather pull out of the APC and allow you to go. Their concern was even whether I was going to win the election to return as governor of Sokoto. I said, look, if that is the will of God, so be it. But I better stand out to be counted as having opposed what is going on than to continue and return as governor of Sokoto State for a second term.
You must have had a very tough time, a difficult one at that. Your former political allies, your friends, now have become political opponents. And those who have helped you politically, Bola Tinubu on one and Nyesom Wike on the other hand. It's a tough one for you, isn't it?
It's collaboration. It's not anything tough. Once it is about the country. Once it is about being altruistic and nothing personal. You have never had me taking on Bola Tinubu personally. You have never had me taking on Nyesom Wike personally. We disagreed in principle on the way direction of things are going. I had no problem personally with President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, but we disagreed. And I left PDP for APC. And when I presided over the House of Representatives, we had our back and forth on so many policy issues. It wasn't personal.
But when it mattered the most, there are those who say Tambuwa left his friends. Why? Why does it look like at the very nick of the time that some of your friends need you the most?
It's not about my friendship with you. Sean, if today, and I'm saying this with every sense of responsibility, Vice President Atiku comes in here, and Nyesom Wike comes in here and requests this my phone, which is personal to me. Today, I will personally give it to Nyesom Wike.
Oh, so he's more friend to you than Atiku?
As a personal friend.
Oh.
But when it comes to leadership of this country, and leadership of the people, tomorrow, not even today, I would rather support Atiku than Nyesom Wike.
So you believe in the leadership of an Atiku than Nyesom Wike?
It's nothing personal. It's about this country. And we are seeing it clearly.
So you don't regret betraying Wike?
I have never betrayed anybody. Because it's only when you have an understanding with someone and you go against and outside that understanding that you betray him.
But he told you that you wanted to be president.
I was also running. He met me in the race. I was running for president of Nigeria. I have been in contention since 2012, 2013. My friend Nyesom Wike was not in contention then. I remained in contention and in the political calculus of Nigeria for presidency of Nigeria since then. He decided to join in 2022. So who met who in the race?
So did he tell you he was going to run?
He gave me the indication.
But did you tell him?
That I was running?
Yeah.
He met me there.
He knew that you were running.
He knew that I was running.
But one of the things that pains Nyesom Wike is his friend. He's a very good friend, Aminu Tambuwa. When it mattered the most, he swung the votes to Atiku Abubakar.
It's politics.
That is an everlasting political betrayal.
It's nothing personal. It's not political. It's when you say betrayal. It's when you have an understanding. And you go against understanding.
So at the time, you thought that rather go with Wike, you rather we pitch a tent with Atiku Abubakar.
Yes. It wasn't a betrayal.
And it's not about political survivor.
No. It's about the interest. I told you, it's about the interest I see, the way I see it, of the country. And I am maintaining my position that even tomorrow, I would rather support Atiku Abubakar to be president of Nigeria than support Nyesom Wike. But if it is something personal, I will do with Wike.
Do you think that you owe Bola Tinubu?
Owe him what?
Everybody knows this common story about how he helped you to become speaker.
He supported me to become speaker. Let me tell you, Sheung, we engaged with President Bola Tinubu, then Ashwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, about 3-4 times. He had initially gave indication for the ACN caucus to support my sister, Mulkata Abiola Kandi.
Yeah.
And I went to engage him time and time again. And we ran the numbers. He saw it clearly. He is the political strategist. He saw it clearly that I was going to win. And then he was convinced that, okay, instead of him to support Mulikat, that may end up not winning, he would rather support me. And go and subtract the votes of ACN, all of them, about 50-something of them, from my votes. Add that to Mulikat, I would have still won. Do the math. I would have still won. That's not say he didn't support me.
Because there are those who say, even against your party, the alliances that Bola Tinubu stuck out for you was very significant. And there are those who say, maybe you could have paid him back.
How?
With some goodwill.
You have Atiku running, You have Bola Ahmed Tinubu running. I will not support Bola Tinubu.
But if Atiku is not running, if it's Bola Tinubu against Peter Obi, for example,
then when that situation presents itself, I'll make my position clear.
Well, are you still planning to run for president?
Not at this moment.
But it's something that is still in the offing. What? But there could still be a president, Aminu Tambuwal. You've had, but if you look at it, there are those who say, let the South finish the 8 years. And the PDP has said it loud and clear that they're zoning to the South. And you think that in all of those calculations, Atiku should still run?
There is also an argument that the South of the years that civilian rule returned to Nigeria from 1999, if you add the years of Olusegun Obasanjo, 8 years, you add the years of President Goodluck Jonathan, 6 years.
5 years plus.
5 years. 5 plus 8 is how many years?
13.
13. Plus 4 of Bola Tinubu.
Yeah, that would be
17. Add 8 years Buhari plus 2 of Yaradua. 10.
Than getting the job done than Bola Tinubu?
Oh, of course, yes.
In what way? How do you think Atiku is better than Bola Tinubu?
In many ways, in understanding the dynamics of how to run the government itself, the federal system, because Bola Tinubu had always been confined to his locality in the local environment of Lagos, with due respect. And he had never been a federal operator. He doesn't understand the federal system. Look at it. Up till now, we don't have ambassadors. Up till now. 2 years with almost 3 months into the administration. What does that tell you?
It was Jonathan that was described by the opposition as clueless. But the way you are talking right now, they say Tinubu is not Jonathan. That's what they say.
Well, they say Tinubu is not Jonathan in terms of political machinations.
But when you're saying that Tinubu does not know some things, you think that Tinubu lacks the knowledge of governance at the national level?
Not only governance, Tinubu lacks the knowledge of Nigeria as a country. He would not have been running the country.
But he's not clueless. But he lacks the knowledge.
He lacks the knowledge of how even the fabric that has the Nigerian Federation is made up.
Is a knowledge the nation operates. And there are those who say, look, for a long time that we've ever known that between in the currency market, there are those who argue also that we have been long reliant on just a major sector of our economy, that foreign reason has increased dramatically. There are those who give you a lot of argument about agriculture expert Bola Tinubu understand this issue of governance.
Sure.
Let's end this session with this latest news on the Twitter space coming from Mr. Peter Obi. He said, it says from Daily Post Nigeria, it says former Labour Party presidential candidate Mr. Peter Obi has announced that he will be taking a short break from public engagement following medical advice. See, Peter Obi, for me, this advice is long overdue. It's long overdue. This man, sometimes when I look at him, he's even looking older than his real age, because when you look at Peter Obi in the last election and look at him now, the difference is too much. You know, the difference is really too much. And we saw the stress he went through campaigning in the last election only for INEC to rig that election. You know, Peter Obi was literally everywhere in Nigeria. He entered where people couldn't enter to make sure he put in the work. He's not among those who refuse to come for debates, but they want to hijack the election. He's not among those who refuse to come for debate, but they want to hijack the election. He's not among those who didn't come out to engage Nigerians, but they want to be declared president. And that was exactly what INEC did. In short, Mahmoud will still reap what he sowed in the last election, because it was Nigerians risk their lives. Peter Obi risked his life. He went to places he was not supposed to go just to make sure he meets the people, he talked to them, so that nobody will say, oh, he didn't come to campaign in our state, then we are not going to vote for him. Peter Obi went everywhere. We saw the level of stress this one, and even since after the election till now, sometimes you begin to wonder what kind of, is he a supernatural human being you call him? Because since after the election, he has been moving from, in a day, Peter Obi can visit 5 states in this country. We don't even want to look at the financial drain. I mean, what he has been spending on moving from one place to another. And then you also know that he has been gifting out money to institutions and individuals and all that. So for me, this break is long overdue. I'm just wondering why. Sometimes I just keep wondering, why will Peter Obi always be out there? You know, But guess what? If he still doesn't put himself out there, people will say, oh, he's like Atiku Abubakar that lives in Dubai. Once the election is over. So it's not really easy being a Nigerian politician. But the most painful aspect is INEC will rubbish all the effort you put in. Just like Peter for Nigeria is shouting now. INEC will rubbish any effort you put in contesting for this post, you know, because of the corruption in Nigeria. So I think, Peter Obi, this rest is long overdue. I'm so happy that the doctor has advised you to go and rest. I think it's a good thing. We really applaud that decision to listen to your doctor and to take this break. Now let's see some of the reactions coming from Nigerians. Like this person said, it's long overdue. You deserve the rest. You work more than those in power. Your followers are on ground, and as the real opposition Nigeria deserves, they will stand in for you. Rest well. And this other person said, I knew he's going to break down health-wise due to lack of rest. I'm happy that he is taking his doctor's advice seriously. Okute, we love you. And then this person say, anybody who wishes you ill will be used by the gods of our land to replace you. May every Yoruba deity be with, God forbid. I don't know who is using the Yoruba deity to guide you. And hey, this person is a Yoruba deity. Ha! I don't know. Me, I'm not praying that kind of. I'm a Christian. This person says, Peter Obi's medical break is not just necessary, it's overdue. Leadership isn't just about presence, it's about preserving capacity. And this person says, thank God, I've been afraid for his health for a while. Man no be machine, he needs a good long break. My president, this is a smart move, my excellency. PO is okay, health is wealth. And this other person said, in accordance with, okay, sorry, this is an ad. And this person say that will be good because we have been worried about him not taking a rest. Another person say he never be president, he don't retire. Another person say, no, you don't mean it. No, you don't mean it. We thought he was the fittest, most youthful candidate. Look at these people. Rest well deserved. Though a private citizen, but thought it was wise to address the public on his medical, mental, physical situation. But in the other side, foreign trip shrouded with lies and comprehensive phrase like working vacation, PO, character and transparency. Oh, this is just too much. This guy just nailed it, you know. This one say, good, go and rejuvenate, then come back and finish. Another person say, put them in more commotion. What a big relief to APC, Atiku people and our lawyers. Fear my president's return. Abiu. This person say good luck to him. That is the way forward so that he can live long. Yes, so it's long overdue. This one say, why should he? And also say, make nothing happen to our number one. Amen. No, nothing will happen to Peter Obi. Nothing will happen to him. And this person say, you see what true and honest leadership is about? Not the kind we have as president who lies about everything, including his health. You know? How will people trust a president who lies about every matter that concerns him? A very evil soul who runs our country at every slight chance. Who runs or ruins, I don't know. Peter Obi, may peace be upon you and your loved ones always in the name of Yeshua. Amen. That's in the name of Jesus. Amen. My president, take your time, cook your soup well, no peace of mind for your enemies. This is how a leader should connect with fellow citizens. Let's see if Reno Mokri and Co will rest from mentioning Peter Obi on the street. This is how, okay. This person is a person way being one be president for Labour Party. Peter Obi say he wants rest small to put mouth for our matter. Say na in doctor tell us so. I don't know what is. Everybody should be applauding Peter Obi. Thank you. This is needed. Please, you really need to rest, sir. Every time I see him everywhere, I'm scared. May God continue to bless your health. Amen. And this person said, now you they worry yourself. Leave Nigeria. Nigeria doesn't deserve you. This person is saying Peter Obi should just leave Nigeria. Nigeria does not deserve him. This person said, thank God, finally he has listened to our plea, because I will hate for him to break down before 2027, and also let him reduce most of his travels as well, because it will also be straining his health. And then this is Sarah Abraham. This person tagged Sarah Abraham to please tell him to do so. Peter Obi shouldn't be traveling all the time. And this person said this is the highest level of transparency. So Nigerians are applauding Peter Obi for coming out to say that he is going to be on break because of doctor's advice. This person said, I beg you, really need rest. But these 2 days you talk is small. Extend it to 1 week. Is Peter Obi saying he's going to just spend 2 days? I beg, we don't even want to see him in the next 1-2 months. To just stay away from the public, honestly. Wishing you quick recovery. Some would have gone to France or London. That Tinubu would have gone to France or London. It was because of his failed outing alongside failed Erufai today. He then quickly turned into doctor's advice, which is his which of his doctors? Is it those madmen at Opiweka or those Abige? Obige. Can you imagine? This is what somebody is writing. Anyway, this person said, I think they said he know the sick or he no go sick. This person said he's been incredibly active and needs a break. Well deserved. Take a rest, our great president in the making. God will keep you and what he has called you for. And this other person said the terrorist APC and their minions will still be calling him and blaming him for everything. This person said, this is the man that criticized Bat of taking too much rest on health ground. Look at Peter Obi. You don't compare him with your Bat. He's not even in office. He's telling you he'll be on break. That tells you if he becomes president, he's going to tell you every step he takes. So guys, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Nigerians have applauded Peter Obi for openly coming out to make known to Nigerians that he will be taking break based on the advice by his doctor to have some rest. Peter Obi has really been out there from the last election, the campaigns till now. Peter Obi has always been, present with Nigerians. He has always been moving from one place to other. There are days Peter Obi is ready to visit more than 5 states in the country. So you look at it health-wise, the stress is much. And people who are sitting down in Aso Rock, just sitting down and maybe signing check and having meeting, they will quickly go on vacation, traveling all the time. But Peter Obi has been moving from one place to the other, visiting villages, towns, community, meeting with Nigerians, talking to people, understanding the plight of people. This is what leadership is all about. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.